Good morning, everyone. How are we doing today? My name's Cheryl Obarr, and today's presentation will be IoT. Anybody have any guess what IoT stands for?
Internet of Things.
Correct. So, do we have some examples? Yes? Anybody else? Come on, Kevin.
Alexa.
Yes.
Microwave.
Yes.
What did he say? What did they say last?
Microwave.
I was gonna say Google Chrome.
That's one.
At home.
Smartphone panel.
You're getting closer. Everything you have said is an IoT. Anything that has a sensor that connects to the internet to transmit data. What kind of data? What kind of app are you running? What kind of gadgets are you carrying? Is it for in a car? James just gave one yesterday on the Jeep. They are embedded systems that keep track of everything going on in the vehicle itself. It can tell you if your air pressure's low and send it back to the main computer hub in the car. And it can also send diagnostics back to the manufacturers. I've got a small video, and this one is actually going to go into these smart cities.
The Internet of Things is changing much about the world we live in, from the way we drive to how we make purchases, and even how we get energy for our homes. Sophisticated sensors and chips are embedded in the physical things that surround us, each transmitting valuable data. Data that lets us better understand how these things work and work together. But how exactly do all these devices share such large quantities of data, and how do we put that information to work? Whether we're improving the production of a factory, giving city residents real-time updates on where to park, or monitoring our personal health, it's the common Internet of Things platform that brings this diverse information together and provides the common language for the devices and apps to communicate with each other. The process starts with the devices themselves, which securely communicate with an Internet of Things platform. This platform integrates the data from many devices and applies analytics to share the most valuable data.
Now, my presentation is basically on the security aspects of it. Internet of Things is a great thing, but with everything comes security. But we're going to go back to the beginning. In 1999, Kevin Ashton had the idea of taking RDFIs and implanting it into the chain supply for Procter & Gamble. This way it would let managers know what they had on hand and what they needed to order very quickly, for which Procter & Gamble, P&G, is a very huge company that supplies a lot of different items to us. So it is essential knowing what they need, what the customers are buying, to let it be on the shelves for us to consume. Anybody got any questions on RFIDs? Now, the nuts and bolts. How secure is it? Anybody got any ideas on this one? Kevin?
You usually think if they can do it before they think if they can secure it.
You got to think also, you've got these manufacturers or hardware, they're trying to put a consumable product on the market for you to buy. How do they do that? Very quickly and very inexpensive, because they're there to make the money. So security is not there. If it is, it's very weak, it got very default settings. Has anyone went out and Googled passwords list, usernames? Brent?
They're pretty big file, but they contain all of the most recently used, most popular passwords.
It's very generic, and there is a lot of major device manufacturers that do not even have a password set. I was very shocked when doing my research that a lot of them didn't even have a password and a basic username. So, Shrek. Layers. Doggy, layers. Well, Mr. Hamilton, we need layers. What's the biggest downfall of a system? Network or insecurity?
They don't have enough security.
That is true. But, Marshall,
People.
very true. But I'm looking at one, and that's the single, your single one thing that goes down, will it take down the whole system? Single point of failure. Bitten.
Power?
Any one of them. One thing goes down, the whole system goes down. Your business is out. It's done. So with security, we want to have many multiple layers. Your firewalls, your NAS, DMZs, your radius. Everything goes into keeping your information secure. And how secure do you want your information?
Very secure.
You don't want no one knowing your information. But it's not all bad. There's some great benefits to the IoTs. Anybody got any ideas?
Smart meters.
Ben?
Health monitoring, like smartwatches or Fitbits,
And it goes even to
peacemakers.
pacemakers and defibrillators. My dad has one, and it is set up to where the doctors can remote into the house to check how his heart functions are, how his device is functioning. Your smart cities. Say you've got a train system that is carrying people to the airport. Something happens and it's going to be late arriving at the airport that has hundreds of people trying to get to other destinations. Instead of the airport just going, well, the train's not here, we're sending the planes off. And then they have all these people mad. They could take that time, 5 or 10 minutes, delay the planes from taking off to give these people the time they need to get to that plane to get to their destinations. You got your smart traffic. And I love I gotta get to West Knoxville. I wonder what the traffic is on I-40 West. Everybody knows it goes to a dead standstill between 2:30 and up till 7 o'clock. If I need to get downtown, I can get on the cameras for the city of Knoxville, see where a problem is. Do I need to get off at Paper Mill or West Hills before I go on? I can make different routes. There's another one, and that's your maps, Google Maps and everything. They have become more real time because people are being allowed to get on there and say, hey, there's a wreck here at this location. And it lets them identify it and identifies it on your map as red. Smart farming. Anybody got any guesses on this one? Benton,
An accumulation of data,
it is, but of what?
advertising?
Actually, they're looking at the cows and seeing how they're doing. They can keep updates on when they were vaccinated, so they can keep it going around because they got multiple hundreds of cows that they're dealing with, trying, whether it's beef or milk, to supply to consumers. Now, security. Technologies pose potential dangers that we all know. And hackers are out there to exploit them. You have distribution, DDoS. And these attackers are for hire. There was a reporter went out and done an investigation on an attacker. Within 2 weeks, his network was brought down around 600 megabytes of an attack on his network. About 3 years later, there was a DDoS attack, and it was around 600 megabytes. Can we have any guesses on where we're at close to today? Any?
Gigabytes?
Anybody got a taker?
Terabytes.
Yes, Marshall. And they can put it in a retrospect. It's like streaming 800,000 movies simultaneously going to a DNS. And how do they do it? They go out, take the Internet of Things that is out in our homes, botnets get them, we go get a glass of milk, and our refrigerator is attacking a server or a DNS somewhere other, whether it's in the US or somewhere else. Your IoTs, monitors, baby monitors, your home. We are implanting these inside of our homes every day, lots. You've got stoves now, and you put a sensor above the stove. It's got a sensor on the stove handle, and if it detects X amount of heat for a long period of time, it will shut the stove off. Now this is great, but this is also where an attacker can come in and exploit us, our personal lives. You had a gentleman in his home, he was in the kitchen, he heard noises, someone speaking in his home. He couldn't understand it, him and his wife was going room to room, and he couldn't figure out. The baby's in its nursery. And they open the door and they hear this gentleman screaming at their daughter, cursing. And as they stepped into the room, his attacks went to them. Because the baby monitor was there, the attacker was able to gain access to their home security network, was able to live feed the baby's room. They had its name on the wall, so the attacker knew the baby's name. To me, this is scary. So I want to protect me and my family. So when you're going out and purchasing products, be diligent about doing your investigations. Because we here know that the updates coming out, we need to update our software, our firmware, due diligence there. But you have the manufacturers that are not supplying any updates. Do we want to know that? Do you want to buy a piece of equipment and know that you will not have any updates ever coming to it? An old refrigerator would last from anywhere 13 to 17 years. We got any ideas where the new ones are going? We've not had them that long, so we don't know what the lifespan of a new smart TV is going to give us. Speaking about your updates and patches, a lot of Internet of Things use the Linux OS. When the Linux program is finalized, put out to the public, to the time a vulnerability is found, to a patch, to be distributed, is 3 years. Very scary to me to know that if I went out and bought this, put it in my home, and I can't update it. Where is my security? Anybody have any comments, input?
I've got some ancient smart washing machines for clothing, dryers, and just between a 5-year period from the new ones to the old smart technology, you can tell a huge difference in reliability.
That's awesome. Have you looked at the security features on them?
Yep,
Are they
not any.
not any? So are they connected to your Wi-Fi?
They are.
Have you got it protected?
Yes.
Good deal. Ben,
We have a smart TV in our refrigerator. It's just like it has Windows 10 on it. And a little while ago, it had a Windows update, and it wouldn't dispense ice or water, and the whole fridge shut down because it was updating Windows. And I just wanted a glass of water.
so how did you remedy that, Ben?
I got it out of the sink.
Oh, wow.
I waited too long. I just wanted that water so bad.
We get so compliant on our machines that we forget the fundamentals of where we're at. Yes, sir.
And it's a comment, your Terminator videos, correct?
Do what?
Your Terminator videos, there's no one showing here.
Sorry. So where do we go from here? It's where the researchers, people coming up behind us taking it. To me, it is impossible. The Terminator would be something that I could see happening. Because Marshall done his prosthesis. We are slowly reaching that goal, to me, and that's the reason I played the Terminator video. I think it's realistic where we're heading. The RoboCop series, I believe that could be there. In conclusion, the one thing that I wanted to get across is that the IoTs are out there in a huge market. And it's great knowledge. Now the data transmission, they have gone to the blockchain, and just like cryptocurrency, it's really secure, but the devices themselves lack your security. Is there any questions, comments? Thank you for your attention very much.